Well, you're not really, no, I'm not sure anymore.
Rigo's one of the greatest amateur operators.
You don't have to be sure. Pay your fucking debt. Pay your bills. Your phones are on. The market's gonna crash. Okay? The walls are closing in on this, brother. You got too much debt, too many bills, too many payments. It's gonna crash.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but congratulations on making no sense. Moving on. I don't have to call anyone. The last time you got a timeout, someone did that without me even asking, because they recognized you were out of control, and now you're doing the same crap. So, whatever. As long as you're not jamming me, you're fine. Okay, this is interesting. Chris Van Hollen, that leftist dipshit, decided to go to El Salvador to visit this bullshit non-U.S. citizen freaking criminal, and looks like he's going to be brought up on charges, which is kind of exciting, because the Logan Act is pretty clear about people trying to negotiate foreign policy who don't have the power to negotiate foreign policy. He might find himself in a whole lot of trouble. I'd like to see that.
You should have done it. Just have some CIA guy follow that cat down there, clip him. Boom, you're done.
Yeah, that's not going to really help. He needs to be brought to trial. First of all, I wouldn't trust the CIA with anything like that, because if you do a freaking black op like that, some kind of negative shit like that, it will come out. And frankly, there are too many moles in the CIA to actually get something done cleanly. I don't know who's doing it, who can do it, but yeah, had that guy dumped? Nah, no. I mean, you're talking about the senator, or you're talking about either one of them? No. The bad guy's in jail, and the president of El Salvador is like, no problem, we got this. You hold my beer kind of thing. But to do anything against a sitting member of Congress, nah. There'll be a league. It'll be all fucked up. It'll be bad. It'll be worse. Bring him to trial.
Dude, I'm talking about the what was I going to say?
How do you expect me to play off of you?
Oh yeah, the senator. Let me Duplex. We had a senator is what I was talking about. The CIA should have went down there and clip that guy while he was meeting with the gangsters, and then give the gangsters some money so he could deal more drugs. That's how they do.
You don't. The CIA is dirty. The CIA it's dirty from the top down. There might be good field guys, but they've been infiltrated, and it's a leaky vessel. FBI too, unfortunately, they leak. Hell, the Defense Department found 3 more people because people are leaky. Politicians. They're not doing their job. They're not doing their constitutional job They are ideologues. You know, I believe, whatever, fuck you. You know, do your job. But no, they don't like Orange Man. They don't like being conservative. They don't like the idea the borders are being shut down. They want globalism. And we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, our country does not make it in the long term.
Yeah, that's right. Those folks are trying to carry out their agenda. They're not even in power. You know, fuck that. Fuck that guy. They should have shot him when he said, Senator, fuck him. Get him out of here. They gotta go. All the fucking... Drain the swamp. Get rid of these fuckwads. FBI and the CIA is fucked out with all kinds of lit cards. You're right.
Well, therein lies the problem. It's entrenched bureaucracy that's been going on for decades. How do you un-F that with one presidency? You saw what happened the first 4 years with Orange Man. You love him or hate him. I don't care anymore. It's all about policy for me. There's a lot of other things going on. I just want to know what's going to affect me tomorrow. What's in it for me? Under Trump, first administration, we did better, tax-wise, whatever else. Under Obama, fucked up our health care and cost us 50%, 50% more for health care for our employees. Yeah, fuck that idiot. And under Biden, it was just as feckless, deflecting. It was embarrassing. I want to know how it's going to affect Main Street. Give two shits about he has mean tweets. Fuck you. You think he has mean tweets? Get a fucking set of balls. Lose your, yeah, just not, shut up. Don't care. I'm done now. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeff. My friends call me Jeff. What were you talking about? Didn't you hear?
No, the fact of the matter is that Orange Man, second term, is making a whole lot of globalists, a whole lot of entrenched bureaucrats that are leaning globalist, uncomfortable, and getting them bounced. It's scorched earth as far as I can see, and now they're calling him an authoritarian. Let's see, under what administration locked down the entire fucking country because of some dipshit named Fauci, a fucking Keebler elf. That guy's dirtier than dirt. I want to see that guy brought to trial in a military court. Fuck him as an enemy agent. Does that bring you up to speed? Oh, and by the way, for all those who are pro-2A, Colorado just signed legislation where if you've got an AR-style weapon with a magazine, not a clip, a magazine that's removable, yeah, they're not going to sell them anymore in Colorado, other than you having to go through extra hoops and extra bullshit. have 11 minutes until the bottom of the hour, and I'm not really getting any traction. Jeff, thank you for trying. Jeffrey, Jeff, whatever. Thank you for trying. You're not quite tracking, which is fine. I wasn't quite going for this. This is kind of a shit show. This really isn't that great, but and when I say show, I'm not really. It's not a show like, you know, we're playing like, you know, whatever, you know, Federation crap. More like getting people to talk about real things that really matter, that at some point in time are going to affect you, short-term, long-term. And I'd rather talk about things and have people who know more than me talk to me about things maybe I hadn't seen, and exchange ideas and concepts in a free and open, repeated.
Talking to me?
So I don't know.
Talking to me?
Talking to you? Are you Joe Pesci?
Spoke to Bud.
That's a part of your problem. Put the dope down there, Briegel. You don't need to be doing that.
It helps me trade.
No well, fuck you. Total disrespect. Your head's up your ass, and you shouldn't be getting high. Unless you need it for pain management or some kind of weird thing like that. But it's like getting your dog high. You know,
Hey, let's talk shop. Let's talk shop. Okay, I put on Thursday. I put on like $2,000 worth of prints on E-mini S&P. Trade that shit, right? Up and down. Charging it and trading it, right? Stealth again. The next day didn't go so well. I lost fucking 1,800. So I'm doing something wrong. I'm not waiting long enough for the trades to develop. Whatever. What do you know, babe?
I just got jammed over, and Keith, I hear you talking. So at this point, I stopped talking. I'm not going to waste my fucking time. Kilo 6.
Come on, 11 is part of the course, babe.
Here, I think we were at 8 to the bottom of the hour.
Done, 11. Anybody, is it, you know, doesn't it sound like breathing?
Hey, get the fuck up. Hey, get the fuck up.
In his mouth?
Sounds like he's
Or,
talking.
yeah, like he got stung by maybe like a spider bite on his tongue, and it like swelled up.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Briggle. I mean, you would think if you spent like $5,000 and then another $4,000 or $5,000 on an HF antenna, you'd get some fucking teeth put in your mouth. So they would be able to understand what the fuck you're saying to them.
Excuse me there, gentlemen. Can we all sit down and have a cup of tea before we start to argue?
What did you say?
Go ahead.
Copy that. Jimmy, do you copy? with your traffic.
DP here. Hope you're listening, brother. Hope you're doing well. I got on my bicycle today, and I did 41 miles. And I did not see Jimmy Hooten nowhere to be found in any afterbutters or none of that. Oh, bench.
Derwood, you did goddamn shit.
Things are sure super stupid. Battery ain't gonna get you no 41 miles. Are you okay? If you ain't gonna get that many miles on north that workout in. When Briegel comes back to town, I hope he brings his bike.
Yeah, like I said, you didn't paddle any of those 41 miles.
I did 36 the day before.
Well, if you did, then props to you. Over.
What'd you say? Say that again?
If you did pedal 41 miles, then that's really good for you.
Yeah. Also, I'm finding out on the bike from YouTube how to do little upgrades, like for instance, but you can take it and go into the menu once you learn how to get into it on YouTube and take it up to 75 miles an hour. Who would want to go that much? String on ledge, but not me. I'm probably take it up to 50, 55, that's it, because I can do 42 and I'm comfortable pedaling. To Ben, what's up, Rob? I can take, you got a pedal, man, to get it up to 42 and higher. I can come. What's the bikes, electric bikes, not allowed in country, and durka. The second gear, I got it to 42, and I know I can go further, but and there's potholes and all kinds of shit in the streets.
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Yeah, Irv, go ahead, Irv.
Yeah, what's going on?
Arrived. Copy, over.
Roger that.
We're in the marina right now. We'll meet you there in a second.
Okay, roger.
You guys going out overnight?
Yeah, we're going out here in about 30 minutes. Irv's coming with me, Max. I got USA and a couple others. We're heading out.
Yeah, I might have to get on that boat. Well, they'd be laughing at me when I throw up.
Roger that. Derwood, you gotta know how to swim.
Are you going back to Puerto Rico?
You gotta know how to swim, and you can't be scared of water.
Up on 77th and Broadway. 2 blocks east on 76th and San Pedro. This is the home of John C. Fremont High School, where they had an Olympian swimming pool. We swam year-round, but every summer, for sure, because the pool was 2 blocks down. Every fucking body in South Central within a 3-mile radius of Fremont swam. Girls and boys and old folk. I know it. I didn't mean to blow the whole thing away.
Brother Terry, man, how do, sir?
Yeah, just turn the volume up a little bit. I can hear you now.
Roger, Roger. The Irv and them are going out swimming. Fishing, deep sea fishing, in about another half an hour or so. That's what the subject matter was around. Everything?
Did you say Irv is going swimming?
No, he said that to me. I need to be right now. Rob the Knob, the repeater owner, Irv, Max, and a few others are getting on Rob's boat, and they're going deep sea fishing in about a half an hour.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh, I hope there's some fish out there.
Hanging out about 200-300 feet below.
Is there anything that's running out there?
Question for you guys.
Years ago, I used to do that occasionally.
I haven't done it in 25 years.
Probably me neither, but I did it.
Terry, I recently bought a bike. A mountain bike. Big old man mountain bike. But it's electric. It went in at about 100 pounds. 26-inch rims, 4 inches wide. And I've been working out. Well, let me say this. It's been working my ass out.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're working your ass off, running the battery dead.
If you run the battery's only got 25 miles in it. If you want to get more out of that, you got to pedal that baby. You've got to pedal it. And what you can do, there's 6 different pedal assist modes. And I like to leave it in the mode where it is going to adjust around where I'm comfortable pedaling without stopping, and she's moving.
Sounds like fun. What's the top speed, do you know?
I'm looking over here at the bike on YouTube. You can set the top speed up to 100 kilometers per hour, which is about 80 miles an hour. If you think you're that bad. My top speed on it is 42 so far. And it's scary to the fact of the potholes in the street and the ignorant-ass drivers out there.
Did I hear what you said correctly? Did you say 80 miles an hour?
It says you can take the limit, the speed limit. It's a speed limiter on there. And right now it's set at about 42. If you go to YouTube, it'll teach you how to take it as max, which is 100 kilometers or 80 miles an hour. Now, that's probably downhill, man.
Didn't know any of them went that fast. That's really boogieing.
Hey, I don't get in the bike lane. The electric bikes are categorized in 3 different stages, A, B, and C. I've got the C. The C is one where it is not allowed on the sidewalk. It's bike, electric bike. But because of its maximum miles per hour, you're not allowed to have it on the sidewalk. If you put it on the bike path, it is illegal in Manhattan Beach, Hermosa, and Redondo to be on the bike path with any of the electronics on. They got to be completely off. A few more things about it.
I get it. Okay, I didn't know about that rule.
If you go too fast, you can't put it on the sidewalk. It makes sense.
Now I've got it up to 42 miles an hour. To get it past, it'll cruise. Okay, you get out there like you're a motorcycle. Don't be on the side scared. This is the bike lane. Get right and claim your space behind the car in front of you. Or if you're the lead in that lane, when the light change, pedal it about a crank and a half, depending on what gear you got on, depending on how quick it's going to launch. And that sucker is shoot 5, 15, 25, 30. It's keeping up with the car that's next to you. It's got blinkers on it, it's got brakes, it's got a tail light, it's got a hell of a headlight.
Just a sec. Here, I gotta go on again. What's the advertised speed? Do they tell you?
Yeah, they tell you 32, 35. You can hit that out the box once you put it together without manipulating anything in the menu. And that's where I got it set at now.
That sounds like fun. What it cost you?
$2,000.
Say again?
$2,000.
Oh, $2,000. Okay, got you down. It wasn't cheap. It's no doubt from China.
Now, let's talk about that. One of the biggest things why I didn't just run out and go buy an electric bike, because what I learned from Jimmy a year and a half ago when he went over the handlebars and walked the rims, and it turns out this and that. Well, I specifically wanted a bike USA made. Man, they claim that they're done out of Walnut, California. It's where you can go down bike or mail order. I didn't know that at first. I had a mail order, a little over 100. Hell, I could have drove down there and got the box and put it in a truck, but it's in Walnut. They're local. I'm certain these parts are made in China, and it's probably just assembled in Walnut.
Yeah, they're all probably made in China. Probably all of them.
The little sticker brochure thing you got, I get with it, is USA made in the good old US of A. At least I've got that sticker that came with the bike, but you know, I don't see China stamped on anything, but I'm more than certain.
Got you down. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of fun with that. The only problem is you're going to have to buy another one.
No doubt. That's already been discussed. I could have did that up front. But once I got mine, it comes to you about 60% assembled. You got to put the front tire on, all the accessories, you know, the pedals and all that stuff. And the fucking thing weighs 92 pounds. It's got a 52-volt, 23.5 amp hour battery. And goddamn thing's heavy, especially the front end. It's got dual shocks in the front, and then it's got a mono shock for the swing arm in the back.
Yeah, I didn't know any of them weighed that kind of weight. That's really getting up there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I've got to get down pat, when you come, particularly when you're in traffic. You come to the complete stop. Remember, put both feet down. I had the seat up too high at first day. And in the gas station, when I had the tires up, when I got ready to do the U-turn and turn around and come out, I was going too slow. So I went to put my foot out. I went down. I wasn't doing but about 1 or 2 miles an hour, but I learned, okay, when I'm doing this turn, give it some gas. I wasn't used to the gas. Oh, and I forgot to say it's got dual motors, one in the front and one in the rear. I do not recommend going from the zero position with the front motor engaged. If you throttle it too much, the front end will get airborne.
Yeah, now I understand why it goes so fast. It's got two motors. That makes sense.
You can just lift a red button beneath the blinker button, horn button assembly. Press that red button. It's ready to go. I make certain that it's off, particularly in start out, because the damn thing will lunge. And wherever that front heavy-ass end dual fork suspension is pointed is where it's going in a split second with the dual motors on. So I don't run the dual motors unless I'm climbing a hill.
Got you down. Well, sounds like you have a bunch of fun coming up with that son of a bitch.
Gonna put it's coming in the mail, a rear view camera on it, because it's kind of scary to not know exactly what's behind you. I keep up with the cars, but you get some of the most ignorant people, man. They see you out there on the bike and then do some swoop shit by you, you know, just to take the other lane or whatever, or squeeze you out. Don't let it be an Asian. You need to just stop. Just get out the way then.
Sounds like a really hauls ass. Yep, you're going to have to buy another one. It sounds like it's a done deal.
Well, hers only costs about a K-buck, because we're not getting her the dual motor when this thing's designed to actually be a mountain bike, a cruiser, a road bike, and you can ride in the sand or snow. You better know what you're doing.
How much does hers gonna weigh?
Good question. I didn't look at that. It doesn't have that dual motor, and it doesn't have that big fat-ass battery mine has. That one has a 48 volt.
Oh, I bet you have a lot of fun with that. Sounds good.
For a week today, and I will report back.
Got you down. And I'm AA 610.
This is KC6UDP. You're doing bad. Third quarter, getting the ass stomped. 54 to 80. This game of the playoffs, and we're at home.
Isn't going to be long before they have the kind of playoffs I'm interested in. Few months.
I didn't fully catch that, Terry.
I said it's only going to be a few months before you have the kind of playoffs I'm interested in.
Yeah, oh, most definitely. Hey, Terry. Back of my thighs, my calves, my inner thighs, my lower back, shoulders, chest, forearms,
get it. I know how it works. I remember in the summer when they'd have practice at school on the beginning of football practice, and everybody was just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I remember that. They used to call that conditioning. Yeah. Just be wore out for the first 2 weeks.
I remember going to on the way home, stopping at the Frosty, and you could get a root beer freeze for 25 cents when I was doing it.
I remember Frosty Freeze down the street from the high school I was in. It was under $1, but it wasn't 25 cents. I think it was more close to 79 cents or something.
Yeah, probably they're $50 now.
My bicycle ride. And when I first get up, I can't really eat. When I first got the bike, I'm excited. I'm like, okay, I'll just go to the Popeyes over here and grab myself large red beans and rice, a biscuit, and a chicken wing. You know, I ride my bike over there and I order this. And the girl tells me almost $14. I go, what did I order? She said, you said you wanted a chicken wing and a large red bean. How much? Well, the red beans was $9. I'm like, wow, and the cup is smaller. The goddamn chicken wing is $4.
It's the way stuff is today.
And they wanted a $1 extra, $1.09 extra for the biscuit. I told her, I said, you keep the biscuit and you keep the chicken wing. There's enough carbohydrates and protein in that cup of red beans I'm about to eat for this bike ride. And it was. I tell you too, Terry, another reason why I went on out and bought this bike last week, well, we got delivered last week, I bought it like 10 days ago. I don't want to avoid this tariff shit that I know is about to happen. Prices are about to go up again.
I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, senor. I'm going to go back to bed, but I'll be listening. I'm AA 6 TM.
All right, Terry. Take it easy. I'm going to try to take it easy and look at this game and get ready for this bike ride tomorrow on Easter. I'd like to go on record to say that 2 years ago they voted the tax on the gas. You know, we're going to tax the gas to get money to fix the bridges and the streets in your neighborhood. Well, I ride my bike, and I ride that bike through many different neighborhoods, and the streets are fucked up. You ride the bike in the street, you better know where them potholes are at, especially if you're talking about doing 30, 35 miles an hour. The streets, people have received no repairs, and what is it, a year and a half? They've been taxing gas. I mean, already tax you on your registration for maintenance, repair of the street. Now you got all this extra money. Well, where are the streets getting repaired at? I mean, you can go from fucking Beverly Hills all the way to the South Bay, and the streets are fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
man, Terry, and I ain't looking forward to it, but it's inevitable. That's why you gotta cruise. Just because your bike can take off and do this, the streets are jacked up. I mean, pothole central. And they don't care where you go. Don't pay attention to these things when we're in the car. You be in the car, grab, okay. That bike, you might go flying over the air. Ask Jimmy.
He's got a whole bunch of those.
Terry, he used to talk that shit about me, about, you know, when you gotta get a bike, you know, leave the house, you know, this. Well, it's been a straight week of Jimmy being absent out there where he claimed he'd be cruising with his up the butter zone. I've been looking for, calling for him, you know, and he sent me pictures of his bike, him and his wife, and he's showing me pictures of him at the yacht. Got some pictures where he was by some Grand Prix car, and he got some more pictures of him and his wife at the driving range, and maybe it's the golf course. But not of him on that bike.
I think he does it a lot, but I don't think his goes as fast as yours.
You're only allowed to, you know, down there, you ain't supposed to go to Google and ask about it. You ain't supposed to have the electronics on. When I mentioned that to Jimmy, he goes, well, then how the old people supposed to get around? I'm like, well, just go read it for yourself. Yeah, I live here. They're not going to tell me I can't use my battery. Oh, you one of them Jimmy that can't make it unless you got a battery.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Aren't you supposed to be making your way down there to the dock?
What makes you think that I'm not already there?
Hey, Buck, don't take that tone with me.
No, you better settle down. Drop that goddamn tone a couple notches, because I don't like it. make me terminate your talkie-talkie privilege out here, okay? I'll be back, but I'll be monitoring, Durwood.
guys left out of the marina?
No. I canceled. I changed my mind. It's gonna be too cold.
Damn. I was just gonna ask you if you guys had left the marina, could you jump off the goddamn boat head first?
You know, that's not very Christian of you to say. Cocksuck.
What do you mean? By your own account, you say you can swim.
I'm an excellent swimmer. Sherwood. Matter of fact, I sink because my body fat is low.
That means you don't float easy. You don't float as easy.
Shut it, Erwin.
Briegel, what is it, Briegel?
That people are more buoyant.
Hey, what were you saying, Erwin, about your body fat? What was that?
Doesn't catch you.
I have low body fat, so therefore I don't float easily.
That's what you were saying, but when you try to use that as that ain't how you expressed it.
Erwin, what's your percentage? What's your body fat percentage? Do you know?
Well, man, I'm back up to about 22.
I wasn't asking you, but that's fine. That's fine. 22, that's pretty good. I was 11 in college. In the tank, the water tank, and the got to drop in there all at 285. I was 11%. That's right, man.
Well, that's why I bought this bike, man. You know, half-ass use it to get me in shape. I can see everything, but I don't have to pedal all the time. And like I was telling her, you know, if you just use the battery, you only give it about 20, 22, 25 miles. You know, I ain't got 46 miles, 41 miles, 36 miles. I'm pedaling. Never recognize how many hills you go up and down as you get into the city of Westchester and keep heading west to the ocean until you get to Playa del Rey. Man, it's hilly.
So, Derwin, you're trying to ride a bike now?
Well, I'm back at it big time all this week. It just passed.
You don't drive a real bike. Okay, you're driving one of them motorized bicycles, boy. Get out of the factory. We're going to see you. Somebody back. Get out of here. Get rid of that fucking motor. You would become a real man and ride a real bike.
Listen to you?
Hard on the planet have a bicycle with a motor on it now. Except for me, I ain't doing that. No thanks. I can still roll with the fucking best of them on a real bike. That's right. Why do I need a fucking motor? Okay? Jimmy, Sherwood, everybody. There's like 90% of the bicyclists now have a motor on their bike. What does that tell you? People are not keeping in shape anymore, man. They're not doing the cardio like they were. Their cardio uptake is going to go down because of that little fucking motor. Okay?
But what about those who had no cardio? You can't tell me that a bike, electric bike, doesn't help. Your body still goes through the motions, man, of riding that goddamn bike out there in traffic. wrist, your pectoid, your deltoid, your lower back, all of that, your quads, your calf, all of that.
Yeah, but are you pedaling or what do you do? It's motorized, dude. I mean, I got a bike. I got to push my legs and move my, you know. And I got some cleats that I plug into on the. Well, I had a problem the first time around. I'm getting used to them. But I crashed a few times the other day. That's pretty funny. Some guy's like, "Hey, you all right?" I just popped right up, just like I did with a little beater full of fucking gun on me. Okay. Anyway, that's an old story. But yeah, anyway, the fucking, where was I at? I got backed up, started riding, it made it back. I made some adjustments, got my cleats fixed on the pedal, put on the pedal. I'm ready to rock and roll again for round 2 with the cleats. But other than that, I've been riding without them on the incumbent or recumbent or whatever the fuck that thing's called. And and a regular bike, my Trek, which goes real fast, real efficient, man. See, Derwin, if you ride a fucking heavy bike with a motor on it, you're not really doing much for your cardio uptake and real work. Okay? That's all I know.
You was at that football clinic trying to coach some little kids. All that shit happened to them. They didn't listen to you. Same thing today.
All right, one kid. If I was like an offensive line coach on a football team somewhere, wherever, you know, I would have my line doing fucking biking every day. Like, sprints on the bike. Because it saves your knees, and if you set the bike up right, it gives you the same traction, the same motor, modus operandi that you do when you're sprinting. So, you can do that kind of shit, and then get on the track less, which is less impound, less pounding. And then, you know, the football shit you're doing, there's a lot of pounding too, but all that excess, you know, working out shit in the off-season, running on, okay to run on turf or grass, but a lot of these, I don't think they're doing it anymore, not too much. But back in the day, I just run around the concrete, you know. I like the target track myself. I used to like running 220s and 440s. But like when it comes to the conditioning shit, the long distance and the cardio, rather than riding a stationary in the gym or running like laps on the track, you know, you can do that on the bike. Saves your knees, builds your shoulders and upper body up, like you were saying, from the motion of the torque, you know. Torque. Shit. Doesn't sound right coming out of there. Anyway, yeah. So, and, look it up. Oh, this thing is getting locked up.
what I was saying about the interval training, that's where I started. I forgot to do that, sorry. Interval training on the track. You run up 440. Well, you're not running, you're sprinting. But you start off with kind of a stride and get slow going, then you get around that track. The first side as fast as possible. You know, then at the end of the second lap, you try to open up your gate